So after we've locked in our characters, that's we've gotten our character reference sheets, we've locked in our characters look. The next thing we'd want to create is our location, that's our scenes, the locations that each particular shot is going to take place on. So to do this, let's go back to our Gemini again. Then we are going to now give it this prompt. Now that we have the script story, scan through it and identify every key location featured in the scenes. For each location, provide scene context, production design concept, bulleted details on the architecture, lighting, and crucial props, image generation prompt, a ready to use hyper detailed prompt optimized for an AI image generation to visualize that exact setting. So we'll first give it this prompt over here. So once you've given it the prompt, as you can see this is the reply it gave us. So our first location is the Grand Council Chambers. So after that, that's going to be our starting frame. So let's say after that, the second location is the sunlit royal courtyard rather. So after that one, the next location is the war room and armory. Okay, so I think we should have another location. Yes, the sacred baobab grove, the storykeeper sanctuary. So okay, we still have another location, the valley marketplace. So as you can see, each location comes with its own particular prompt to generate it. Okay, so let's run the first one. Not here. Let's scroll up. So that as you may have noticed, those first images I did then were just to show you how to generate images from your prompt. So they are not exactly what you are going to use for our video generation. We are still working on those ones. So we copy the first prompt. Come over here. Okay, this is number one. Our first location. This is the prompt here. So we copy it. Location. Then we go back to our flow. Okay. So go back to flow. So this is flow, but as you can see, the last thing I did here was image video generation. That's why you're seeing this start frame, what do you want to create, and then this video over here. So to go back to image, I'll just click on the video here. That's this video I'm seeing here. I'll click on it, and then I'll select from these options image, and then we'll do the settings just like we did initially. So I'll click on image, and I'll select 16:9. That's for landscape. Then Nano Banana Pro, I think it should have reset by now. So, but if it doesn't reset for you, can just use the normal Nano Banana 2. That one is not that too limited. So let me set the images to 2 images per the narration. So let me run in the prompt, and then let's wait for it to generate. It's going to be very, very fast. So it's generating now. So let's be patient. So as you can see, it gave me this, but I don't like this image because I don't want the people to be here. I'm the one to actually add the characters I want to be in the location. So one more thing to notice is flow is too strict. So as you can see, you notice some unusual activity. You may be seeing this once in a while, but don't worry. That's why you need to have many email addresses on your device. So once it's like this, you just switch. So me seeing this now, I'll just switch my email address and then continue. So let me change. Let me log out from this email and then log into another email address so we can continue. So this is how to log out. You click on this, your profile picture over here. So mine is here. So I'll click on it. So as you can see over here, just click on sign out. This is sign out here. You click on it. Okay, so we are now out of Google Flow. Okay, so just cancel. Just click on this cancel over here. Cancel. Okay. Go back. So after we've locked in our characters, that's we've gotten our character reference sheets we've locked in our characters look. The next thing we want to create is our location. That's our scenes. The locations that each particular shot is going to take place on. So to do this, let's go back to our Gemini again. Then we are going to now give it this prompt. Now that we have the script story, scan through it and identify every key location featured in the scenes. For each location, provide scene context, production design concept, bulleted details on the architecture, lighting, and crucial props, image generation prompt, a ready to use hyper detailed prompt optimized for an AI image generation to visualize that exact setting. So we just give it this prompt over here. So once you've given it the prompt, so actually this is the reply it gave us. So our first location is the Grand Council Chambers. So after that, that's going to be our starting frame. So let's say after that, the second location is a sunlit royal courtyard rather. So after that one, the next location is the war room and armory. Okay, so I think we should have another location. Yes, the sacred baobab grove, the storykeeper sanctuary. So okay, we still have another location, the valley marketplace. So as you can see, each location comes with its own particular prompt to generate it. Okay, so let's run the first one. Not here. Let's go up. So that as you may have noticed, those first images I did then were just to show you how to generate images from your prompt. So they are not exactly what you are going to use for our video generations. We are still working on those ones. So you copy the first prompt. Come over here. Okay, this is number one. Our first location. This is the prompt here. So we copy it. The location. Then we go back to our flow. Okay. So go back to flow. So this is flow, but as you can see, the last thing I did here was image video generation. That's why you are seeing this. Start frame, what do you want to create, and then this video over here. So to go back to image, I'll just click on the video here. That's this video I'm seeing here. I'll click on it, and then I'll select from these options image, and then we'll do the setting just like we did initially. So I'll click on image, and I'll select 16:9. That's for landscape. Then Nano Banana Pro, I think it should have reset by now. So, or if it doesn't reset for you, can just use the normal Nano Banana 2. That one is not that too limited. So let me set the images to 2 images per generation. So let me run in the prompt, and then let's wait for it to generate. It's going to be very, very fast. So it's generating now. So let's be patient. So as you can see, it gave me this, but I don't like this image because I don't want the people to be here. I'm the one to actually add the characters I want to be in the location. So one more thing to notice is flow is too strict. So as you can see, you notice some unusual activity. You may be seeing this once in a while, but don't worry. That's why you need to have many email addresses on your device. So once it's like this, you just switch. So me seeing this now, I'll just switch my email address and then continue. So let me change. Let me log out from this email and then log into another email address so we can continue. So this is how to log out. You click on this, your profile picture right here. So mine is here. So I'll click on it. So as you can see right here, just click on sign out. This is sign out here. You click on it. Okay, so we are now out of Google Flow. Okay, so just cancel. Just click on this cancel over here. Cancel. Okay. Go back. Very good. So as you can see, we are now back to this interface. So I'll just choose Nano Banana 2 here. Let me just leave this pro. Let's go with 2. Right, and then the image 9:16 2. Okay, it's okay. So now let me enter the prompt. Okay, so remember the last image you generated gave me people. I don't want people in the I don't want people in the council chamber. I just want, so let me just come here and add colonial African palace council chamber. Okay, let me just write the colonial empty, or let me add the empty here. Pre-colonial ancient hyper-realistic cinematic white shot of an ancient empty. Okay, not here, of an empty. So you have to be creative. You are the director of what you are actually doing. So you should be the one to tell it what you want, and if it doesn't give you what you want, you direct it to give you what you actually want. So let me type empty here, then I'll send. Okay, so remember, like I said, you remain the director of the workflow. So you direct what is happening, you control it. So if the output you get is not what you want, you tweak it till you get what you actually want. Okay, so you don't rely entirely on what you are given by the AI. You just if you don't like it, you tweak it. Okay, you modify it, you iterate till you get what you want, and then you are good to go. So very good. This is good, but I don't like this one. This is I think this is better. So I'm going to download this one. Same procedure. Remember 2K upscale. So let me go with this one. So wait for it to load upscale and then it will download. But if there's anything you don't like okay, we need to have a throne here. So let me add, we need to have a throne. I'm going to say add the king's throne. Add the king's throne. And this is why I said you should generate it. When generating your reference sheet, let it not be in a noisy background. The image should just be in a normal studio. Let it just be in a normal studio. What do you normally call it? Normal studio background. Like the background should not be noisy. Let it just be possible a white background or something like that, so that it will be easy to move our characters to the background we want it to be. Alright, so this one is better. I think I love this one. So as you can see, I changed it to I added our king's throne here, so I'm going to download this image. I think I love this one better. So just download this one. So now, since we've already gotten the character reference of our king, so it's going to be easier to add him here. So the AI has already known how our king looks from each angle. So it's going to be easier for you to just add our king here, and then we are good to go. Okay, so you've downloaded. Let me see the image. Let's see how it looks. As you can see, this is beautiful. Though the chairs are not okay. The chairs are behind the throne, which is not okay. So we need to bring our chairs forward. So we'll go back again to flow. And then we tell flow to bring our chair back. The other chairs shouldn't be behind. The other chairs shouldn't be behind the throne. Okay, so you send it, then be patient. Don't really take time, you generate it again. So just keep doing it until you get what you want, and then we are good to go. So after you've generated, you just use it. Remember, we have 5 scenes here. Not scenes, there are 5 locations rather. So you do for each location, you generate each location. And if you are not happy with what you get, you keep changing the prompt until you get what you want. Okay, so once you've gotten what you want, we can now head into the next thing we have. So I'm not going to generate all the videos here. I'm going to do that one separate after this recording. So I don't want this recording to be too long. So as you can see, okay, let's use Nano Banana Pro. Let's use Pro. 2 seems to be okay. Let me say bring the chairs in front of the throne, like in a regular African setting, regular African palace setting. Okay, so I said bring the chairs in front of the throne like in a regular African setting. So it's going to get it correct now. So though I'm using Nano Banana Pro, but it's going to give me correctly now. It's going to get it correct because the prompt actually has what I want it to do. So once we've done, like I said, after this I'm going to pause the video and then I'll generate the remaining scenes. Then so we can head into the next part. So it's still not giving me anything. So but let's just use this one like that. Let's not keep forcing it to give us something. So let's just use this one like that. So the only person if you want to be here is King and then the palace cards, I guess. So now let's go to the other prompt. Let's generate the next ones. So let me go back. Right. So this is our prompt. So or better say, let me just generate all these things once and for all. So let me just generate everything. So let's copy our next. This should be the second prompt. So let's come over here and then copy it. We copy this, then we go back to flow. And then we paste it here. We run the prompt. As you can see, it is generating. Now take a look at these two images over here. So I want to explain something. Initially, the reason for this mistake is something I skipped. So let me show you. When copying, don't make the same mistake when copying. So when copying, copy everything from here. Like start from here. When you want to copy everything. Let's say you want to generate this one, this royal courtyard. Copy from here. Okay, so copy every single thing here. I forgot that they asked the AI initially to give us our lightning and our crucial props separate from the prompt. So just copy everything like this. Don't just run this image generation prompt. Copy everything and then you run it. So now let's run the one for Amory. Just copy everything from here. You copy it down to here, down to image generation prompt. Yeah, then copy. So go back to here and then you paste in your prompt here and run it again. So as you can see, it's generating. So let's wait for it to complete generating. But because as it is generating, let me download. Let's go with this one. So I'm going to upscale 2K. You upscale and then we download. So just be patient, it's going to download after the upscale. So let's go back. Good. So as you can see, this is the armory. Like I said, I don't actually want one with people in it, so I'm not using this one because there are people inside. So we are just going to go with this one. This is beautiful. So let's download the upscale. So just be patient for it to finish downloading. Then go back. Let's check for the next scene. Okay, the circuit baobab 3. Copy it again. Copy it again. Down there. Then you copy and then you go back. Then you paste it here and then you run the prompt. Good. So as you can see, it gave me the image with people before. Yeah, just like this one. So I told you that nobody should be in the image, and then this is my image, right? So I'm going to download it and then we upscale 2K just like we normally did before. So let's go back and let's see if we still have more scenes to create. Okay, the Valley Marketplace. So I think this should be the last one, right? Yes, this is the last one. So let's just copy this one too. Copy everything from here, copy everything down. Then you copy, go back. Okay, because I minimized it, so let me just download it again. As you excuse me. So it's upscaling. Let's run our prompts again. Very good. So as you can see, this is our value market. Well, which one should I go with now? I think I love this one. This one looks more like a market because it is very, very crowded. So let's download this one. Okay, let's download this one now. Alright, so when we are done with this thing now, as you can see, we have already created all our scenes. So the next step is going to be the props. That's the objects that we're going to use in our video. Very, very important. So don't try to generate everything once. Just be taking it step by step. As you can see, first of all, got our characters, got their reference, how they look. We generate the locations. That's what we just did now. So the next thing is going to be creating the props. That's the important objects in our video. So just be following what I'm going to do next. So now let's go back to Gemini again. So to avoid giving more complex prompt, we just use a simple prompt like this. Good, now do the exact same thing for props. Okay, good, now do the exact same thing for props. So you send the prompt. Good. So as you can see, the first thing is the crown of wisdom and justice. So you can see the crown. The second object is going to be general's break, ceremonial spear and shield. Okay. The next one is going to be elder, Nala's withered scroll and carved staff. So let's start creating our prompt. Go back. Let's begin with the first one. Copy the prompt from same way. Just copy every single thing there. Copy it down. Okay, we copy, then go back here, and then we paste it. We run the prompt. As you can see, it is generating. Just be patient and wait. Alright, so as you can see, I've generated all our props. So this is the Uranga's shield. This is the council table. This is the ancient staff and scroll. This is the spear and shield. This is the king's crown. Okay. So let me choose the one I love most. I think I like this one better. So I'm going to save it. Always upscale. It's always good for this 2K. So unless if your device cannot handle it, then you now go for the one of 1K. But this 2K, the one that upscales, that one is better. 2K image quality is very, very sharp. So dismiss. So we are going to save every single. Okay, I think I love this one better. Okay, no, this stuff doesn't look, it just looks like a stick. So let's go with the other stuff. Okay, this one is better. So let me just download. Alright, so as you can see, we've already downloaded all of them. So let's go to our gallery and verify they are actively saved. So remember, we created the character reference sheet. We created we created the character reference sheet. We created the locations, and then we created the props. Okay, so this is the location. This is our palace. So we're not going to use this one. I'm going to delete it. So go back. This is our palace. Okay, this is the guard. This is the baobab tree. This is the market. This is the crown, the scroll and the staff, the table, that's the chamber, and then the shield. Beautiful. So I think I'll stop here. So we'll continue in the next mode.